Welcome to Just Minding My Business. I'm your host, Ida Crawford,
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
and we are excited to record our first show on Ravens International Network. Woo! What we're going to do tonight is we're going to just take a minute to give you a little background about what Just Minding My Business is and how we got to this place from start to now. How's that sound?
Sounds really good. We have quite a story.
Yes, we did. Yes,
Yeah.
we did. So just minding my business. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I am the founder of Assisted Circle Empowerment Network, Ascend LLC, which is an organization for female entrepreneurs to support them with the day-to-day things in business. We work with personal development, business development, networking opportunities, and of course, media, and lots of marketing. We support women who are just getting started with their business, maybe trying to revamp, or just in a place where they've gotten some success in their business and they want to help other people get success in their business. So that's the story of that. And out of the organization came Just Minding My Business
Mhm.
as another platform for the ladies to be able to have a platform to showcase their business. So in the beginning days, it was within the circle. But sometimes that was like pulling teeth to get people to come on every week. And I think we were doing it like once a month, and still it was like pulling teeth. And I can recall my first show was on Blog Talk Radio. And I didn't know that I had to know people's phone numbers on that platform. So I'm broadcasting and getting ready to pull my next guest in. And oh, oops, I don't know which number it is.
Oh.
So that was like one of those learning things in terms of when I first got started. So then I had to step away a little bit, and I said, let me think this thing through. So then I started off with Raven International. I came back into the blogging, the podcasting, I should say, business, and worked with Raven Blair on her amazing Women of Power network, and received training from her. And in that training, number one, I wasn't doing it enough. I needed to at least have a show once a week. So that was one mistake. So after I got through that, I started doing it every week, and I started going outside the sister circle because the organization was small. The women are doing their businesses, and sometimes they just did not have time. So I started going outside of the organization, looking for people to share their gifts and talents with my audience. And with that being said, that was definitely the way to go. And then I heard Ruth's beautiful voice. I met Ruth Haskin, and I heard that beautiful voice of hers. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to have her on my team. And let me tell you, it took a year.
I did.
Well, here we are, and she has been such an asset to, helping to get the show up and running. And because of her beautiful voice and her background, which she's going to tell you a little bit about in a moment, we are on the Spreaker platform with the podcast, Just Minding My Business. In our first year, we've gotten over 1,100 listeners worldwide, and we have had some amazing guests on our show, and it has just been an amazing thing. And now, here we are, Raven International with Just Minding My Business, and I'm excited to be here and looking forward to bringing you entertainment that is going to take you to the next level. And Ruth, I want you to tell everybody about who you are and how we came together.
I would be glad to do that because it certainly has been an adventure and definitely a privilege. I got to meet Ida about 3 years ago, really. And we, I listened to her. I saw what she was doing with the Sister Circle, and I thought this is a good organization and it's about something, and people are really working. I'm not saying that we had millionaires in the club. We didn't. We had just honest people who wanted to take their concept, their idea to a different level. And I saw Ida there just so much supporting people, encouraging them. That was really her role, was to encourage the idea that they had and their confidence and courage. And with many people, you see still that has gone on and it's benefited them. And then we had talked a little bit from time to time. And one day she came to me and she asked me, would you just help me with just minding my business radio? And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this is a podcast. I said, okay. And I thought it would just be temporary. And then when we started talking about my background, and my background is in radio and television. I was in radio in Chicago, WEFM Chicago, and also WBMX Oak Park, Chicago, and did a great deal in news as well as public affairs. So I had the opportunity to do a lot of interviewing. I had an opportunity to write copy for news, so I was in radio. And then I came out for a while. And then when I moved to Maryland, I came into broadcasting once again. Broadcasting has been kind of in my background since childhood. It's something that I really had a desire to do as a child. The old time radio, most of you won't remember it, but that was my influence. And so I was really fortunate to be able to come into Maryland and work with Fox 45 when it was still WBFF and WNUV before it also joined in and became part of the Fox network. And as a result, I got to work in the Fox 45 Clubhouse, Children's Clubhouse, and then later as part of the Public Affairs Department. So that is the background that I brought. And as we got to talking, Ida and I got to talking, and we had a few interviews, we realized there was something going on here. There was a good chemistry of working together. We started finding people, and our interviews on the radio, the podcast, are really amazing. They're amazing people, men and women, young and old, diverse backgrounds, diverse talents and passions. And our conversations are so marvelous that we'll usually have a conversation after the conversation. Once we're off the air, there's another whole half hour because people are fascinating. And I think that's what Ida has found. People are fascinating. They have wonderful stories, wonderful experiences. And until they're asked to share it, most people don't. And that's what Just Minding My Business does. It gives people an opportunity to share their business, yes, to get exposure for their business, yes. But more than that, they get to tell their story. And in telling their story, oh my goodness, some of the things that come up, we're always, Ida and I are always blown away because we're like, I wasn't looking for that, but this is what that person wanted to tell. And it's really about their life story. We all have a story to tell. And it's not always about dollars and cents. That's what makes Just Minding My Business unique. It sounds like we're talking just about business, the dollars and cents, business plan. No, that's not it. Minding my business. It's about the total person and what that person brings to what they do and what they give from what they do. And I think that's what makes us unique.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about this opportunity to go live and in person and bring some of these people to you in living color. Do I dare say that? Feeling aligned from past. But yeah. It's an exciting adventure. It's going to be an adventure. We're just looking forward to having you with us.
Absolutely. And we're also looking, if you're a person out there who wants to share your story, your gift with our audience, just connect with us. Our email address is jmmbradio@gmail.com, and our website is jmmb.assistercircle.org. So, and there you can find everything that we're doing. And I mean, it just gets better and better and better. So, and it's all because of the people we interview. They are so amazing.
Yes.
And some of the places that they have pushed through, some of the things they have pushed through in their lives is like, oh my goodness, how did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I like to say that, you know, when people that come on our show and they share their gift with our audience, it's empowering and educating. And I always say we are all moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. And with each guest, there's always an opportunity to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm sitting with my pad and my pencil just writing.
Yes.
Because it's things that the guests are talking about that I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So it is just, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. My background is IT. I have over 25 years in IT. And for a while there, I was touring with, you know, should I do IT business? And then I started doing the podcasting, and I could see that my heart was there. Because I mean, I do everything I can to rush in, get ready for my interview. I set up a studio, I bought me a mic, and I started paying attention to what I was actually doing. It wasn't, I mean, I do IT and everything that I do, even in this, because sometimes there's technical issues that we have to go through. And so that skill comes in handy. But in terms of my focus, is all about this. I am so happy inside when I sit down and I interview somebody and hear their passion about what they're doing. So I just love it. I just love it. And I'm hoping that you guys will join in with us, and we're going to bring you some people that we don't even know we're going to have. And
that's true.
Yeah, that's the beauty, because every week it's like, okay, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody will schedule, we'll get their bio, we'll read their bio, and it's like, oh, this should be very interesting. And then it happens.
Yeah. It's interesting, and when Ida talks about it happening, it's because we'll read the bio, we know what their work is, and then all of a sudden something will come up and the interview will take a whole different curve, something we just totally did not expect. And it's always something amazing and something beautiful, and people literally let us into their lives, into their personal lives, and share that with our audience. So sometimes we'll tell them, get a paper and pencil, because you may hear some news and views that you can use. Take notes. And it's going to be the same thing with this television event. We want people to be able to learn from other people, because that's the only way we can learn.
Absolutely.
Life is a learning process. And anytime you think you've learned everything, whoops, watch out, because you're in for a lesson that's coming around the corner, and it's on a skateboard. It's going to flatten you. So
Yeah.
that's some information that you can use while you're trying to get up off the ground,
Yeah.
So,
And sometimes we are laughing out of control because it's like, you think that whatever the person has gone through It's like, oh my God. And they are bringing it to us humorous.
Yes.
We can't do nothing but laugh.
Mhm.
And as you'll find as we interview, I love to laugh. I smile all the time. So get used to this smile.
Oh, that's wonderful. Nothing like a good smile, something to share.
Yes, I'm just one of those kind of people, always have been that way. So just get ready. So,
Okay.
anyway, that's just minding my business. And we look forward to having you tune in to our amazing guests. And maybe you might even want to be a guest.
Mhm.
So, we definitely welcome you. We're not the Oprahs of the world, we just regular people sharing information, sharing other people's gifts, and having fun doing it.
Mm.
That's who we are. So to get in contact with us, if you're interested in being on this show, and also if you're interested in sponsoring, becoming a partner on this show, we also have amazing packages that can support you in moving your business to the next level. Get in touch with us. It's jmmb.assistacircle, and we spell sister SISTAS circle.org. So that's JMMB, a sisters circle.org.
Mhm.
And you can
Mm.
also email us at jmmbradio@gmail.com. So until our next time, we thank you for tuning in, and blessings to you and yours.